Some algorithms scale really nicely when you have a larger and larger list or a more complex situation. But what if your situation is so complex that that even a good algorithm will not be able to solve it in reasonable time? So what if this is not 10 to the what is it 6 7, not 10 to the 7, but 10 to the 100 or 10 to the 10 to the 100. That's kind of impossible. I don't think that you would have a situation where you have a list that big, but it could happen where you have that many situations. So consider you have like a point on the map where you are and a point on the map where you're trying to go. There might be lots and lots of different possibilities, right? Especially if there are like five different roads that kind of intersect. You could go down one road one way and then another road another way. So all those combinations of roads, those can get really big really quick. So combinations can get really big really quick. And so if you tried to check every single one, that's called the brute force method, the brute force algorithm. Sometimes that's your only option. That's not going to be very good. Okay, so let's look at another situation like entering a password. Oh, there's a good Family Guy bit where Stewie says he's trying to call his mother Lois. He says, "I don't know her phone number, so there's only one way to find out. 0000000. Lois, 00001. Lois, 00002. Lois." So that's not going to get him very far because that will take a long, long time. It's unreasonable to do something like that. You need to kind of narrow down your options. So let's think about. I really like this site, howsecureismypassword.net. Let me just type in PASSWRD. It's funny, I'm doing the keystrokes down there. So password could be cracked instantly. Password could be cracked instantly. That's not a good password. What if I do password with a 0? Still instantly. What if I just did one letter? 600 picoseconds. It would take a computer that long. So that's because it's going to do the brute force method. It's going to do the brute force method and just guess. It knows it's a letter, so it's going to guess A through Z. So there's only 26 options. Only 26 options. So it'll take that long for maybe a good computer to actually try it. But if I do that, now it's more like it's not double the amount of time. It's a lot more than that because it has to check 26 options and then 26 options for each of those 26 options. So it's scaling up exponentially here. So let me do 3. Look at that, 400 nanoseconds, 11 microseconds. It's getting better, getting better, getting better, 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 better. I'm just putting in random numbers here. And then look, it goes from adding, let me just add 3 more characters from one day. Boom, boom, boom. 51 years. Adding 3 more characters. It went from one day to 51 years to crack this password on a really fast computer that can crack a one character password in picoseconds. That's crazy, lightning fast. But still, brute forcing its way through all of the possible scenarios for this password would take 51 years because of the number of characters that it has. So this is kind of fun. You should try out your password. I might caution against trying your actual password because you never know if there's something in between the web traffic that can view your password. So be careful on this. But try different things. Like Mr. Holsey is super Julio, dude. That's pretty ridiculous. So just because of the length, that's going to make a really strong password. So length is really the most important thing when talking about passwords.